What if the book of Revelation was never meant to scare humanity, but to wake it up? There is a strange feeling spreading across the world. People cannot fully explain it, but they can feel it. Something is shifting. The systems people trusted are shaking. The noise is becoming unbearable. The soul feels exhausted. Humanity is more connected than ever before, yet more spiritually disconnected than ever. Many are beginning to ask questions they once ignored. Who are we really? Why does the world feel spiritually empty? Why does it feel like humanity is asleep? And perhaps the greatest question of all, was the book of Revelation truly about the end of the world, or the awakening of human consciousness? For centuries, Revelation has been interpreted through fear, beasts, judgment, collapse, destruction. But what if the deepest message hidden inside Revelation was never fear? What if it was a warning to the sleeping soul, a message to awaken before it is too late? Because maybe the real battle was never only physical, but spiritual, and maybe the Great Awakening is already beginning. Revelation begins with a message many overlook. Before the visions, before the symbols, before the beasts, there was a warning to spiritually sleeping people. In Revelation 3:15-16, it says, "Because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth." Humanity became lukewarm, distracted, spiritually numb, consumed by noise. The modern world trained people to constantly consume, but never truly reflect. Endless entertainment, endless scrolling, endless distraction. People know everything happening online, but know almost nothing about themselves. Revelation was warning about spiritual blindness long before the digital age existed. Revelation 3:17 says, "Thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked." Humanity gained technology, but lost wisdom, gained information, but lost inner peace. The soul became buried beneath materialism, ego, fear, and constant stimulation. And slowly, people stopped listening to the quiet voice within them. Sometimes the greatest prison has no walls. It is the prison of distraction. A distracted soul rarely awakens. The book of Revelation speaks of beasts rising from the earth and sea. For generations, people imagined monsters, but Revelation is deeply symbolic. In Scripture, beasts often represent kingdoms, empires, and systems of power. Revelation 13 describes a beast that gains authority over the world. But perhaps the deeper question is this: what kind of system controls humanity today? A system driven by fear, consumption, vanity, endless competition. The beast may not simply be one future creature, but every force that disconnects humanity from truth. Anything that turns people away from love, wisdom, discernment, and spiritual awareness becomes beast-like in nature. Revelation warned humanity about false worship. Not only worship of idol, but worship of power, money, status, ego, technology without wisdom. Humanity slowly began worshiping creation more than the creator. And the more disconnected people became spiritually, the easier they became to control. Revelation 13:16-17. And he causeth all unto receive a mark, that no man might buy or sell. For many, this symbolizes more than economics. It symbolizes dependence, a world where survival itself becomes tied to systems that shape human behavior. Humanity has entered an age unlike any before it. Never in history have so many minds been connected at once. Never has attention become so valuable. Never has distraction become so powerful. Modern systems no longer only control through force. They control through desire, through fear, through addiction, through endless stimulation. Revelation warned of a world where humanity would slowly surrender discernment. A world where people could be influenced emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, without even realizing it. Today, millions wake up and immediately surrender their minds to algorithms. Attention is harvested, emotions are manipulated, fear spreads faster than wisdom. Humanity became overstimulated, but spiritually underdeveloped. The beast may symbolize any system that feeds on unconsciousness, any structure that weakens the soul while strengthening dependency. Revelation speaks repeatedly about Babylon. Babylon represents more than a physical place. Throughout Scripture, Babylon symbolizes spiritual corruption hidden beneath beauty and power. It represents civilizations that become consumed by excess, societies that worship wealth while neglecting wisdom. Revelation 18 describes Babylon as a place that intoxicates nations. And perhaps today, humanity is intoxicated in ways previous generations could never imagine. Intoxicated by entertainment, intoxicated by ego, intoxicated by comparison, intoxicated by endless consumption. The modern world constantly whispers, consume more, become more desirable, gain more status, chase more validation, but the soul remains restless. Because no amount of external success can replace inner peace. Revelation warns that Babylon eventually collapses. Why? Because civilizations built only on greed, vanity, and spiritual emptiness cannot sustain themselves forever. The tragedy is not only that humanity became materially obsessed, but that many forgot they even had a soul. Few symbols in Revelation have caused more fear than the mark of the beast. For generations, people searched for physical explanations, but perhaps the deeper danger is spiritual. Revelation 13:17 says, "No man might buy or sell save he that had the mark." The mark symbolizes allegiance, alignment, submission, not merely something placed on the body, but something accepted within the mind and soul. Because long before humanity accepts external control, it first accepts internal compromise, slowly, quietly. One distraction at a time, one fear at a time, one surrender of truth at a time. A society disconnected from discernment becomes easier to shape. easier to manipulate, easier to divide. The greatest danger may not be technology itself, but humanity losing its spiritual awareness while using it. Because tools without wisdom eventually become chains. Revelation warns about humanity worshiping the image of the beast. And perhaps no civilization has been more obsessed with image than the modern world. People no longer simply live. They perform. Identity became curated. Authenticity became filtered. Validation became addictive. Many people now measure their worth through visibility, likes, attention, status, applause. But the soul cannot survive on performance. Eventually, the mask becomes exhausting. Humanity is suffering not only from physical exhaustion, but identity exhaustion. Revelation may have been warning about a world where people slowly forget who they truly are beneath illusion. The greatest battle in Revelation may not be between nations. It may be between consciousness and unconsciousness, between spiritual awareness and spiritual sleep. Because systems become powerful when humanity forgets how to think deeply, when fear replaces discernment, when comfort replaces truth, when distraction replaces reflection. Revelation was never only warning humanity about an external beast. It was warning humanity about what happens when the soul disconnects from truth. And maybe that is why so many people today feel an emptiness they cannot explain. Deep inside, the soul knows it was created for more than endless consumption, fear, and survival. The awakening begins the moment a person sees through illusion, the moment they reclaim awareness, the moment they stop worshiping the noise of the world, and begin listening to the spirit within. The greatest awakening does not begin in governments, it begins within the human soul. Revelation is ultimately a revelation of consciousness, a revealing, an uncovering, a removal of spiritual blindness. Humanity is beginning to see through illusions. People are questioning everything, the lifestyles they were taught to chase, the endless race for validation, the addiction to distraction. More people are beginning to realize something is missing, and that emptiness cannot be filled externally. Revelation 18:4 says, "Come out of her, my people." Perhaps this was not only about a physical place, but a spiritual condition, a call to separate from corruption, deception, and spiritual decay. Awakening is painful because awakening forces people to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and the world around them. But awakening also restores vision. The sleeping mind obeys blindly. The awakened soul begins to discern. The Great Awakening is not about becoming superior, it is about becoming conscious. Conscious of truth, conscious of love, conscious of God, conscious of the soul. Revelation describes war in heaven, but many spiritual teachers throughout history understood something profound. The greatest battlefield is within the human heart. Revelation 12:7 says, "And there was war in heaven." Every human being carries this inner war. Fear versus faith, ego versus humility, hatred versus compassion, illusion versus truth. The modern world constantly feeds the lower nature of humanity: anger, envy, greed, division, addiction, pride. But awakening requires mastering the self, not through perfection, but through awareness. Revelation repeatedly calls for endurance and discernment, because the awakened path is not easy. Many people would rather remain distracted than face themselves in silence. Silence reveals truth, and truth transforms. Despite all its warning, Revelation ends with hope. This is what many forget. The final message is not destruction, it is renewal. Revelation 21:1 says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth," a new consciousness, a renewed humanity, a return to divine alignment. Perhaps the true meaning of Revelation was never merely the collapse of the old world, but the birth of something higher, because before transformation, old systems often crumble. Old illusions collapse. False identities fall apart. Darkness reveals itself before light emerges. And maybe that is what humanity is witnessing now. Not simply chaos, but transition. Not simply endings, but awakening. The Great Awakening is not about escaping the world. It is about transforming within it, choosing awareness over ignorance, love over fear, truth over illusion. Revelation was not written to destroy hope. It was written to awaken it. Perhaps the book of Revelation was never truly about the destruction of the world, but the unveiling of the human soul. Because the word revelation itself means to reveal, to uncover, to remove the veil. And maybe that veil was never only over the world, but over human consciousness itself. Humanity became distracted, spiritually asleep, consumed by survival, noise, fear, ego, and endless illusion. People learned how to build powerful machines, but forgot how to nourish the soul. We became connected to screens, yet disconnected from ourselves. Surrounded by information, yet starving for wisdom. And slowly, many lost the ability to hear the quiet voice within. But Revelation speaks repeatedly to those who still have ears to hear. Not everyone will awaken at the same time. Some will continue chasing distraction. Some will remain trapped in fear. Some will worship systems that slowly drain their spirit. But others are beginning to feel it. A deep inner stirring. A calling beyond materialism. A realization that something in this world is profoundly out of balance. The Great Awakening may not arrive through politics, technology, or human power. It begins within. Within the moment, a person questions illusion. Within the moment, someone chooses truth over comfort. Within the moment, the soul remembers that it was created for something greater than endless consumption and survival. Revelation reminds humanity that darkness reveals itself before transformation. Old systems shake, false foundations collapse. Hidden corruption rises to the surface. But even in the middle of chaos, there is still hope. Because the final message of Revelation is not despair, it is renewal. A new heaven, a new earth, a restored consciousness. Perhaps the real battle was never only external. Perhaps the greatest war has always been. Fear versus faith, ego versus spirit, illusion versus truth. And maybe the greatest deception was convincing humanity that awakening was impossible. But the soul was never meant to remain asleep forever. The signs may not simply be warning humanity about the end. They may be inviting humanity to transform, to awaken, to remember, to return to light, and perhaps that is the true revelation. In the end, the greatest question may not be whether the world is changing. The signs are already everywhere. The real question is, who will remain spiritually asleep and who will awaken? Because revelation was never only about beasts, collapse, or fear. It was about choice. The choice between distraction and awareness, fear and faith, illusion and truth. Humanity stands at a spiritual crossroads, and maybe the great awakening is not coming someday in the future. Maybe it has already begun, quietly, deeply, within the souls of those who can still hear the call. So before you leave this video, ask yourself, what if the greatest revelation is remembering who you truly are?